Body, speech, and mind held in perfect oneness. I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Ba nghiệp lắng thanh tịnh, gửi lòng theo tiếng chuông. Nguyện người nghe tỉnh thức, vượt thoát nẻo đau buồn.
Good morning, my dear brothers, sisters, and friends. Welcome to our weekly Sunday service. Today is the Sunday, December 27th, 2015. How are you this morning? Did you enjoy your long weekend so far? My dear friends, in our human's daily life, we are seeking and looking for happiness. We always want happy moment, happy time. None of us want any difficulties, any suffering, anything wrong that come to us. That's why we try to do a lot of things in order to make ourselves happy and many people around us happy. And sometimes if we have nothing to do, we will find something to do to make us feel pleased, feel happy. For example, sometimes if we have nothing to do, we may watch TV, or we may play games, or we listen to music, or we call our friends out for coffee, for shopping, whatever. We try to create something as an activities in order to keep us happy, joyful, and we also call someone else, our friends, our relatives, in order to keep us happy and make them also happy. There's nothing wrong with that, because that is one of the human's life activity. But in the Buddhist practice, sometimes we need to come sit down and reflect. What else can we do to make us happy? In order to play games, in order to hang around with friends, or open a party. Sometimes you don't have to do something very major or great. You can sit and enjoy the quiet time with yourself. Sometimes you are so angry, you're so upset. And what are you looking for in that moment? The more you hang around with the one who suffered you, the more you're angry, the more you suffer. So the real thing we are looking for at that moment is a quiet time. So that means sometimes in our daily life, we want something called quiet. And that moment we call meditation. Sometimes you do not call it meditation because you do not know. But actually meditation is something we needed for our daily life. Somebody, when they go to bed, they do not want any music, any noise. If anything, make noise, they cannot sleep. They really want quiet. The quiet time that help you to sleep easier. And that moment also called meditation. Sometimes after a busy day, this quiet day, we want to go home soon, close the door and just stay in the room and enjoy the quiet time. So that sometimes we want some noise, some music, some things around, but sometimes we also really want to be quiet. Sometimes people hang around and bother us, and what we say, leave me alone. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. So sometimes you really want to be alone. That means you are needed the time to quiet for yourself. The time that you call quiet for yourself, we call meditation. But now, if you're able to sit down and practice more deeper, when you're angry, you're able to sit down and try to breathe. Try to quiet yourself down. Do not talk. Do not respond. Do not react when you're angry. Because when you're angry, you're unable to talk. You're unable to do something called nice. We're always yelling, saying something that may hurt the others. When we're able to overcome our suffering, our struggling moments, our difficulties time, when you're able to overcome your anger, that we call nirvana. Nirvana, somebody will misunderstanding. They think nirvana is a place. There is a place called nirvana, and after we die, we will go there. But actually, nirvana is not a place. Nirvana is not a destination. Nirvana is the time that you're able to overcome your suffering. Suffering is part of the life. We cannot refuse. Suffering is part of the life. It's the same as happiness. But sometimes we only accept the positive, but we forgot to accept the negatives. That's why our mind is unable to calm. And once the mind is unable to calm, we are unable to have nirvana. So nirvana is the time that you're able to overcome your suffering, your struggling. You're able to accept it easily. For example, in the winter time, we need to drive carefully and slow. We cannot drive the same as in the summertime. You are driving with meditation. Because meditation means you are aware of the situation and try to do something in order to make the situation more better. So if you're in Edmonton, you must aware the weather, when to drive fast, when to drive slow. We need to slow down before we completely stop at the red light, at the traffic light. Carefully like that, because we are aware the time and the weather that we are driving. That's called meditation. And you're able to accept things easily because we live in Edmonton. We cannot expect that we don't want snow in this December. No way. If we live in Edmonton, we live in Alberta, then we have to accept snow. If you're able to accept the snow, enjoy the snow, you are living in nirvana. We cannot refuse. But the point and the practice here is we're able to open our heart to accept things easier and try to make it. Like when we facing difficulty times, we cannot run away from it. We cannot say no to it. Then what do we do with it? Try the best solution or the better solution to solve the problem. So that time you are using your meditation and you are living in nirvana. So joy in Buddhism, you can receive joy anytime. Let's say after this talk, You go downstairs, you get some lunch. You're able to help an old lady, an old man to come to their seat. You bring them a dish of food, get them a cup of tea. They're so happy with your help. And that is the joy of heaven. So in Buddhist practice, the joy is what? When you're able to do something to help others. You see people happy with your help. When you're able to be happy along with the others after your help, that is the joy of heaven. You don't have to wait until to go to heaven to do something. But right in this moment, you can practice that. So there is a joy called heavenly joy, the joy of heaven. And what does that mean? It means when you're able to help others. If you follow the reading that I just read during the service, we are mindfully recall the name of one Bodhisattva. And in the sentence, I vow to bring joy to one person in the morning and relieve the suffering of one person in the afternoon. Try to make people happy in the morning. Try to make people try to relieve someone's suffering in the afternoon. So every day you're able to offer joy, you're able to relieve someone's suffering. That is called the work of the Bodhisattva, the work of the Buddha, the work of the heaven. So there is a joy that we're able to do. In Amita Sutra, they described the place of Amita Buddha, the paradise of Amita Buddha. Every morning, you just walk out to your door. You will see flowers falling down from the sky. And you use the basket. You take all the flowers. You go all the directions and offering the flowers to everyone, to all the people around in the 10 directions. And then after that, it's lunchtime. You go back to your home. You have lunch and you practice walking meditation. What is the flowers falling from the sky means? The joyful, the happiness, your capacity of helping the others. You go around 10 directions to offer the flower means you're able to offer your help to anyone around you. People ask you to help. If you're able to help, go ahead and do it. So myself, I also try to create the joy of heaven every day in my daily life. I have very less time to sleep. Sometimes 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours per night. Because sometimes people overseas, they call to Edmonton. So we are nighttime and in their place is the daytime. They ask questions. They looking for counseling over the phone. And sometimes I need to spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 20 minutes to help them, to listen to their suffering and try to give them some advice. Even I cut off some time of my sleeping, but I feel that I'm able to help them. So my friends, do not think that when you wait until you become a rich person, a famous person, a very knowledgeable person, in order to help others, you're able to help. Even a young boy, a young girl, they still can help their mother, their father. When the mother is crying, the young boy just take a napkin and give to the mother. It's already give her a lot of joyful and happiness. Sometimes they did not know what happened. They just saw their mother cry. And they just beside and put their hands on the shoulder. Don't cry, Mom, I'm here for you. And sometimes, what happened, Mom? He just asked the question. But what is that showing? He cares, he pay attention. If he doesn't care, he doesn't pay attention, he just hang around and don't care what's the mother doing. So sometimes if someone asks you, how are you doing? You need help? Then you should recognize that person have a gentle heart. They just pass by you and they see you do something, they're asking, are you needing some help? Just a very tiny thing like that. You feel happy and that person also feel happy. That is the joy of heaven. The joy of meditation means you're able to be very aware. For example, this Christmas season. And this year, the economy very down. We don't have much money to spend. Then if your parents do not give you any gift, or their gift is not as expensive as they used to buy, then just accept, because you accept the heart. You do not looking for the material, do not focus to the material, but focus to their heart, their caring. If we know about our health, we're able to find the right food for our physical health. And that's also the joy of heaven, the joy of meditation. So what I want to inform, it's all right to have hearty, what we call joy. But there is sometimes very simple joy that we can do. We do not need to do something, but just a very gentle things like that. We're able to help someone, we're able to say hello, we're able to asking, do you need my help? Just a sentence like that. You already make people feel happy because you are caring for them. Sometimes you go to the temple, you see an old person, they carry something. Maybe you walk faster a little bit, try to come and help them. You don't have to know them. You just know that they are old and they carry something heavy. You walk into a public washroom. You see a dirty sink. You don't like it. Then you also know other people, they also don't like it. You try to help to clean. Even there is a janitor in the airport or in a public place. But right in the moment, they don't clean it yet. Then we're able to do it. Go ahead and do it. So the next person can come in and they feel comfortable with the sink, with the toilet. There's already something you can do. I vow to offer joy to one person in the morning and relieve the suffering of one person in the afternoon. We don't have to wait to Christmas to have a party. We can do that once a year, but if we are mindful, we can celebrate Christmas every day. Then if you know that December 24 is the Christmas day, then you should know that May is the Buddha's birthday. You can send your wishes to your friends, to your family. Happy Buddha's birthday. Sometimes I receive a call early morning, just one sentence. How are you, Thầy? That's good to hear your voice. Okay, have a good day, bye. From friends, from brothers, sisters around. I'm happy because I know that they are thinking about me. So today I would like to inform one more time. Joy, there are three kinds of joy. heaven joy, the joy of heaven. That means when you're able to help others and you see others happy with your help, you feel happy. Sometimes they're suffering, just a word from you, they're able to awake, they're able to relieve the sufferer. Second joy, joy of meditation. When you're able to calm yourself, when you're able to taming your anger, taming your desire. But some of the desire that no needed. You're able to taming the time that you're addicted, maybe to games. You just stick with your game for days and you forgot lunchtime, you forgot dinner time, you forgot time to do homework. Even your parents call you down for lunch, for dinner, you just sit there and play game. And even you come to the meal, you still bring your iPad, your iPhone with you. And you're able to put them away, enjoy dinner with your parents. And that is the time we call joy of meditation. You know exactly when to do this, when to do that. Do not mix up. We all have desires. But the practice here is how do we taming our extremely no needed or negative desires. The last joy is called joy of nirvana. Let's say I really like this class. Okay? It's my favorite class I use every day. Accidentally, someone broke it. But if I upset because of this class, then I do not have nirvana. I do not accept. Life is impermanent. Nothing can stay forever, even us. We change every day. Every year we celebrate New Year, but in the same time we are receiving 1 more year older. We come closer to the old, the sick, and the death. It's not something to make us feel uncomfortable or unhappy, but that is the truth to remind us. Do not forget this. And because we don't forget it, that's why we will wholeheartedly live our day, live our life meaningfully. So the word impermanent doesn't mean to make us feel distaste about life, but also to remind us how happy we are, how pleasure we are, how fortunate we are in the present moment. So may the Buddha bless us all with peace and joy, and I hope that you also really enjoy your weekend, your holidays. Thank you.